Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
And part of why they came to this week with a winning record is that they feed off of mistakes like this, and now it's a prime opportunity, just moments in the game to get a short field touchdown off of their big defensive play. Now on the other side, they were already the underdog in this one. They just made their uphill battle just a little bit tougher.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go to, and it's a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. So a rocky start on both sides offensively. Turnovers exchanged.
I saw what you did there.
What'd I do? Rocky. Too rocky.
I saw that. I got it. And, you know, and right now, they're carrying it around like they are wearing boxing gloves if we're going to have that kind of a reference. They've got to get it together and start playing a little bit better ball.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Wilson. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Seahawks had 5 and 11 on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
They go play action with Wilson. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Play action. It's Wilson. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on third down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds where no one's going to have a chance at it.
Here we go on fourth down. And oh, he coughed it up. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 44-yard
line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Wilson now to throw on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Second down, here's Barkley again. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Looking deep for Jennings. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Then it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And it's a huge return as he brings this all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Saquon Barkley running right. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
It sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So they've been unable to capitalize on a great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. DeAndre Hopkins. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but... And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Rams are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2. Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Herbert. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A 28-yard gain. And the Rams first down.
Running left, it's Barkley. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle with Barkley. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. A handoff, Barkley running left. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 56 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
And the tackle there will go to Charles Harris.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Here's a give to Barkley. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a first down for L.A.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A handoff to Barkley. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Barkley inside handoff. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. Gonzalez's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Well, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
He'll look to set up his blockers. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with a 24-0 lead already in hand, really no reason to try to do anything too crazy here. On first down, it's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 24, Herbert gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 14. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now.
So more of the same here, CD. Not a touchdown, but 3 more points added on to their lead.
Yeah, it's been a total domination here in this first half. Offensively, defensively, even the special teams have chipped in as he connects on the field goal. It may be a little bit premature, but I think the only thing they're worried about dominating now, the post-game meal.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. Pulls it in at the 13. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
70 Lions! 79 Broncos! Back to 60s!
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Mike Hilton. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Going for it all.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Now Wilson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. William Jackson with a pick. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
60 back!
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Looking for Campbell downfield. And got his man complete. 20. Touchdown, L.A.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man complete. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Damiere Byrd, 79 yards. And the Seahawks' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. McManus's point after is good. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Brandon Stevens there on the tackle.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Herbert. Looking for Hopkins, and he's got him on the crossing route. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now it's Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage held their spot, and stacked him up.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll just get rid of it.
No receivers open, so who's forced to put that one into Puget Sound? That's a great job defensively blanketing those receivers, and ultimately a smart idea by him just to get the ball out of there.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he's got this all the way down to the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Another try for Barkley. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Herbert going to keep it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And now here is another interception. William Jackson with a pick. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Barkley. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And out of bounds right around the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so, and maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Play action. Now Wilson. Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. Jalen Thompson picks it.
And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
First down carry for Barkley. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Catch made here by Campbell. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Herbert. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. This one goes out wide for Barkley. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
Hey, get off. Run up.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point from McManus is good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Los Angeles,
they do get that 10th win of the year as they finish up at 10-7 overall.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better-than-average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks,
and they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12.
And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way.